Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and today I'm going to go through my record haul from the Montreal trip. Um, I didn't include everything, but there's still quite a lot, so I'm probably going to spend a bunch of time on each thing. I'll just kind of go through it. I'm going to start with some actual records first. I know this is kind of rare for me. um, and I'll mention a couple of shops too. These records I got at a shop called Cheap Thrills. It's one of my favorites in Montreal. Just have a really cool selection and a lot of different genres, and they have a pretty big metal section. I didn't find a whole lot there this time, but still cool to look. Went to the 7-inch box and found the Cerebus picture disc from Nunslaughter, so that was pretty sweet. Nice price too, $6.66 Canadian, so about $5 for me. And now my Nunslaughter collection is at about 8.32%. You'll never have them all, but when you find them cheap, I have no problem picking them up. Also, another one, the Nunslaughter Evil Wrath split. This one is pretty banged up. The glue's coming undone, and you see you got the ring and everything. But $5 Canadian, I'll take it. This was a cool little find. The Macabre 7-inch, the B4 7-inch, Macabre being an alternate name for Pentagram. This was a promotional thing that came with the First Days Here compilation from Relapse on vinyl, just by itself, but 99 cents. So, yes, please. And I also picked up Haken's this version of the live album. The main one is live with the minus in it. This has the plus. This is more of an EP. A little expensive. It's only on vinyl. There's the track list there. What really prompted me to get it was I was at this show, the Prog Power 2016 show. It was always a little pricey to me for what it was, but they had it for a good price, especially with the exchange rate. So I grabbed that too. If I didn't say, I don't remember. This also comes with the CD. So yeah, happy to have that in the collection. This I just found in a random record store that I don't remember the name of, but I showed this CD version in a previous video, the Doom video I did. So just to repeat quickly, Jim Steinman was the songwriter for Bad Out of Hell, the album, the Meatloaf album, and wanted to do another album, and Meatloaf was fucking around with his drugs and whatever, and Jim Steinman was like, I don't need you. I wrote the songs. I can sing them too. And the end of the story is, no, you can't. It was terrible. But I love it. It's a glorious failure. It has the printed inner sleeve and everything in it, and it was $5 Canadian. So that was a cool find. All right, well, let's bang through these quick. I have an embarrassing lack of King Crimson and Genesis knowledge. King Crimson is basically, I know the Greg Lake stuff. That's about it. So I found a bunch of King Crimson CDs for super cheap. Vroom, Red, The Construction of Light, The Power to Believe, and Baboom Official Bootleg, live in Argentina. And then Genesis, I really only know what was ever on the radio in the 80s when I was a kid, or The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. That was the only album I owned. But I picked up all of these for very, very cheap. We got Duke, Invisible Touch, Self-Titled, Trespass, and then there were 3, Wind and Wuthering, Selling England by the Pound, A Trick of the Tail, Nursery Crime, and Foxtrot. So looking forward to diving into those and getting rid of my shocking ignorance about those bands. Next one, there's a maybe my favorite shop in Montreal. It's called Friesen Rock. I'm going to leave some links below to their websites. Not they do much mail order, but just for reference, if you're ever going to Montreal. This shop is super well organized, clean, and gets in really cool stuff. The thing is, you're not getting any deals there. They know what they have, and they charge accordingly. They're not gouging or by any means, but you're not going to go in there and find something for $5 that's worth 30. You know, they know what they have. So it's a shop I could have spent $1,000 in, but eventually the credit card said mercy, and I only picked up a few things there. I got the Silencer Pierce Me album, a DSBM classic, and I've never actually owned this, so I was very happy to see it. I'm sure it's a new reissue. It doesn't really say, but and I found this Fate, A Matter of Fate. This is Hank Sherman's band after Merciful Fate broke up. This is the second album. From what I've heard, it's like glam rock, but I was just curious. I'm very curious to listen to it, and you know, even if it totally sucks, I'm going to keep it just because it's Merciful Fate adjacent, because that's the kind of sicko I am. And then I also found a couple other things that I should have owned but don't. I've never owned copies of Executioner's Song, or why can't I think of the name now? You poser. Evil Invaders. And these were new reissues, kind of a digisleeve deal, which kind of sucks, but cheaper to get these versions than from what I've seen them going for on Discogs used. So happy to grab those. Let's see. Let's bomb through some of these. Sisters of Mercy Floodland, which I had never owned. Again, a lot of these you see $5. Super cheap. Love at First Sting, Scorpions. Cradle of Filth. Darkly, whatever. This is the 2-disc version. I found it for $2. I have the 1-disc version. And this Modern Cradle of Filth I'm not super crazy about, but because I have all the other ones, if I find one I don't have cheap, I'll grab it. But for $2, geez, why not? Shitty Metallica double CD tribute album has some cool bands on here. I don't know. There's not any info, so I don't know if they're just taken from other things. Sodom's on here, Doro, Fintroll, Borknagar, etc. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, and something I didn't just buy because it was cheap. The Tea Party's debut album. This is a reissue 2021. Originally came out in 1991. So, and this is a 2-disc one. The first one is a remastered version, and then the second disc is the original master, which I really appreciate. Just in case they fuck up the remaster, you have the original, which they fuck up the remaster quite often. So yeah, Tea Party is kind of a prog rock with like a world music bent band, Canadian. I would say on the alternative commercial end of progressive rock, with again that world music influence, lots of cool different instruments that you don't usually hear. But I never had the debut album, just had a burned copy of it, so happy to have that. All right, let's see. A couple Symphony X records, Paradise Lost, another band that I've got a couple things from, but would like more. Yeah, I have another one there. And the Odyssey also. And again, these were super cheap. Never actually owned the debut Motorhead album. I have On Parole, but I did not have this one. So happy to pick that up. Arion, another band that I have a bunch from, but haven't really kept up on. This is a cool digibook version of The Source. One I have not heard. It's 2 discs, and I got it for $5. A couple comps. I'm a sucker for comps, like old comps, even though they're kind of useless now. I found this, the Holy Bible, volumes 2 and 3, I believe it is. Yeah, from Holy Records, which I don't even know if they still exist, but lots of stuff on here. I don't know. Sometimes it's fun just to like kind of have your own radio station. Just put the CD in and see what's on there and see what grabs you. And then I also got this Apocalypse Livre 66, is it called? Yeah. Old Season of Mist comp from 2004. Has some exclusive tracks on it. I don't know. I had it on my want list. And I'm just trying to... Blood Duster exclusive track. Netafrost exclusive track. Destroyer 666 exclusive track. I don't know if these are exclusive anymore since this is so old. It might have just been like pre-release stuff. But again, I like the old comps, so I'll take it. In a word from Fudge Tunnel, I had a Fudge Tunnel album once and got rid of it. But I don't know. I'm more interested in bands from the '90s that I maybe discounted before than any newer kind of death grind bands. I don't know. They just don't interest me that much. I'd rather listen to the older stuff. I found this Jungle Rot reissue of, I believe, the first two albums, Slaughter of the Week and Warzone. I had Slaughter of the Week at one time and got rid of it and wish I had it back. I really enjoy kind of the groovy death metal of Jungle Rot, so I was happy to get this. Autopsy, All Tomorrow's Funerals, in the digibook in really nice condition. This is a compilation of EPs and whatnot with, I believe, a new EP they recorded just for this. This is one of those that I didn't buy at the time because I had most of the stuff on it, but looking to fill in my Autopsy collection. So yeah, really nice to find that one. And yeah, multiple people have said that I am an idiot for looking over Black Dahlia Murder. So I found Miasma. I was actually talking to a guy at work who said that this is his favorite of theirs. So I figured for a few bucks, I'd give it a shot. Yeah, I guess that's it, man. I did blow through this. I was worried it was gonna be 20 minutes. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I do have more stuff that I bought that I'm doing a Blind by Blasphemies for. I've already recorded it, but that'll probably be the next video out after this. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and Viva la France.